Hey guys, today I thought we would address something that is very challenging for most women to figure out, and that is how to apply false lashes in an effective way without glue smudging all over your eye and the lash just falling off and it being a complete disaster. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you 2 ways that you can apply strip lashes. There are basic boss lashes, which are a staple here at Fancy Face. I actually personally cannot live without these. I'm gonna show you how to do a full strip and also how to do just a half lash and how to actually apply it in a way that's going to work for you, I promise. You need, obviously, your lashes. I find ones that are, a little bit easier to work with, very malleable, a bit thinner, like not a super thick mink lash. It will still work, but I think practicing with these are better. You need your scissors, you need your tweezers, and what else do you need? You need to put on your mascara as well beforehand, and lash primer if you like that kind of thing. You might want a lash curler too. Lash curlers are great, love them. And you need your glue, which, where did I put my glue? Okay, we're good. Here it is, lash glue, and I love the Ardell lash grip. I know there's so many fancy lash glues on the market, but I've just been a tried and true Ardell lash grip girl since really the beginning of time. And the reason why is I find it lasts, and if I wanted to wear my lashes for 2 days, I could. Even though, you should wash your face and take your eye makeup off at night. If I don't want to, it will stay on, which is why I love them. First up, you're going to take your lashes. You're gonna take them out. You're gonna peel. I always use my tweezers just so I don't ruin them. I just kind of grab them from one side and I just lift them off like that. I'm gonna show you the half lash first. So then you're going to cut the lash in half. Sometimes I'll also just kind of trim off the ends as well. If there's like a little bit of that band kind of sticking off the edge of the lash, I'll trim that as well. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the lash just directly in half. So wherever the half point of the lash is actually where you're gonna trim it, okay? So cut that in half, and now you have some choice. Found it. You could choose the long side, or you could choose the shorter side. So for a more natural look, you're gonna wanna choose the inside of the lash part to put on the outside of your real lashes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the smaller side and put it right on the outskirts of my eyes because I want it to look very natural and soft. Basically at this point, you're gonna take your lash, you're gonna take some glue. I always put the glue on the back of my hand. I put a nice, a little bit bigger than a pea-size amount, just because I want it to dry on my hand and I want to use it for the other side as well. And the more time you give the glue to get tacky, the better. This whole 20-second, let it basically sit on the lash for 20-second rule is out the window when it comes to me. I like my lash glue to really sit for like a good minute. I put the lash glue with the tweezers, the end of the tweezer, on the band of the lash. And you'll notice I put a very healthy amount of glue. Then you take your tweezers and you hold the lashes. You hold sort of like the very end of the lash. And here's the secret. Here's the part that you need to know. Looking down into a compact is going to give you the angle that you need to see your eyes perfectly. And you don't look straight ahead into the mirror, because looking straight into the mirror is going to be disastrous. You block your own eye by trying to look in the mirror and it just becomes difficult. And you simply just rest that lash, that false lash, right over the root of your natural lash. And then I just use the end to just gently tap it into place, kind of pressing the end of the tweezers down into the roots of the lashes. And see, it took 2 seconds to get that on. The glue was nice and tacky. It extended my eye. We're doing good. I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna stop talking, do the other side. Okay, so basically now you just wait for those to dry. You cover up the glue with a little bit of liner. That glue that I'm using here, it does dry translucent, so you're not gonna have to worry about the white showing after a couple minutes. I would cover up the glue with some liquid liner, black liquid liner, and you'd be good to go. Now we're gonna move into a strip, and I'm actually gonna just keep these wings on and just put a strip on top and show you how I do a strip lash. You can do both a half lash and a full lash in conjunction with each other to have more of that winged eye look and maybe a fuller lash look as well. Now I'm gonna take off a full strip lash. Same technique, just grabbing the end with a tweezer, pulling it across. There's my lash. You wanna trim the very end of the band if there's any, band kind of sticking out. Also, it is good to measure the lash to your eye as well. And if it's too wide for your eye, you basically just trim it so that it's not going to sort of poke you in the inner corners of your eye. It's not gonna lift off. You really do have to spend the time making sure that it's the right size band for your eyelid. Because if it's too long, forget about it. It's not gonna work. So I just trimmed off a little from both sides. You can pick and choose what you wanted. If you want it to be a little bit longer on the outskirts, just leave the end and trim more from the inner corner, or vice versa. And then again, a healthy amount of glue, just using the back of the tweezers there. You wanna let that sit. It's been sitting on the back of my hand for a while now, so it's probably good and tacky and ready to be on the eye. Do not look into the mirror, because looking into the mirror is gonna block your eye, as I mentioned. It's gonna block it. Looking down into my compact, and I just press that down. Sometimes I just let it sit in the center of the eye first, and then I'll put the inside down, and then I'll put the outside, and I'll push the outside down. Just like that. See? Didn't get glue all over, easy enough to do, really opens up the eye, works well with a half lash. Just use the end of that tweezer and just push it gently down, and you've got yourself a fluttery, fun lash. Obviously this does take practice, but I'm gonna do the other side, so let's get to it. And there we have it. So that's 2 lashes on. I have full sets, a full strip lash, and also the wings on the outside to the half lashes. If you do touch down, like you could probably see in the video, if it touches down and it doesn't get right to the root of the lash, not to worry, just use your finger and swipe it away. But the goal when you're looking down into a compact is to use the tweezers to go over your real lashes and get right to the roots of your own lashes. And then just gently, but basically press into the roots of your lashes, and you should be good to go. Liquid line, cover the glue, and that's all you have to do. So practice, practice, practice. Look down into a compact, let that glue dry. It's easy enough once you get the hang of it. You should be able to get fluttery, gorgeous lashes and not have to stress about how to get them on. Hopefully that helps, guys. Feel free to DM us if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.